succeeded. Kind of.
A little late in the game to be. Oh,
There we go.
Hey, boy!
I have no idea how much we're gonna need tomorrow. Bring enough as if we're gonna make it to the top, right? So you don't weigh your nutrition, Safa?
I just put one bag in. Try not to drink too much food. I like to eat my food. But we're learning from the pro here.
BWR, I didn't have an ounce of solid food on that race.
That's so gross.
6 hours.
So, Safa, what's going on with your prep here? What's your drink mix for the ride?
This is my recovery shake. I figure by about hour 6, pretty much when I'm done riding. So that'll come and that'll be right on schedule. And then I have another 4 or 5 hours to go. But I feel like I'm gonna get hungry, and I don't like to drink all my carbs like Taylor does. So yeah, that's my prep. I've got 2 bottles full of water, a recovery shake, and everything else is pre-made. And I got a pizza in the fridge, so. And we're gonna go by the bakery in the morning, so if it can't be done on pastries, it can't be done.
Cross tailwind going down in the morning.
Studying the wind, checking the weather. I got a headwind all the way up. That's the whole plan. So. Trying to shovel in as much cereal as possible. If we get high enough, it's gonna be like 30 degrees, which I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I really hate the cold. I'm really bad at riding in the cold. I bought every bit of clothing I own, so hopefully I'll be able to manage. So a lot of bikes for one day, but I gotta figure out how to get them all on this truck. It's just the real mission of the day. All the clothes. We managed to get it all on the truck. Kind of crazy amount of stuff, but this is a bit of a crazy mission, so maybe it makes sense. We'll find out higher we get.
Last minute checks that we got everything?
First crisis averted. Not bringing water bottles would have been a tough day. Our final supply depot, Shats. Let's go get some mini max. The sandwiches, cookies, macaroons. This is gonna save the day, I think, when we're up there. Really windy too, so this is kind of concerning right now. It's gonna be a tough day. Colder than we thought, windier than we thought. Gotta stop thinking, start riding. Before we get going, probably a good idea to explain what we're doing out here with all these bikes. I'll explain the theory, the plan I put together, and Taylor can let you know the reality of the situation. We're trying to climb White Mountain, which is the 3rd highest peak in California, 14,000 something feet. We're starting here in the Owens Valley, and it's a long road climb to the ancient Bristlecone Forest Visitor Center. It's supposed to be one of the top 5 hardest climbs in California. From there, the road turns to dirt, and we're gonna jump on our gravel bikes, keep going towards the peak to the Lock Gate, which is when we'll jump on our mountain bikes and try summit to peak of White Mountain. We've got Alex and Travis in the truck helping carry the bikes and film this production. And yeah, I looked at historical weather and thought this could be a good window to do it. Not too hot down here, not too cold up top. But Taylor's done a little more research than me, and Well, tell us what the reality is, Taylor.
Still a lot of snow. I mean, we had a lot of rain in California and then snow on the higher peaks. So freezing point said it was around 11,000 feet. So reality, maybe we'll get a little bit of time on the dirt, but once it starts getting to freezing, I think there's going to be a lot of snow. So we'll ride as much as we can. Probably a lot of hiking through snow.
I mean, I pretty much can guarantee this is a mission that's going to fail in terms of getting to the summit. It's just way too much snow up there right now, but the whole point of these rides is just it's not really getting to the summit. It's the mission and the fun you have on the way up. So it ends where it ends.
No one's made it this year to the top, so We'll see if we're the first. 14,200 feet, so.
We're kind of on a research mission here. We're doing our best. I gotta load this route on. See if I've done my homework here. No, lobster, White Mountain. Yeah, we're on the new Hammerhead, the 3rd version. So lots of battery life. Should be good all the way to the top. In theory, we're doing a 150 kilometer round trip with 4,600 meters of climbing. But yeah, we're probably not going to do that much climbing because we can't get all the way to the peak. Let's go get it. We're in the basin of the Owens Valley here. There's actually a lot of water for such a dry place. It's really breezy down here, windier than we thought it was going to be, but it's crosstail at the moment. We're savoring it. We're savoring the little bit of flat we get today. Climber tab on the Hammerhead just popped up. First climb, only climb. 67 kilometers and 3,500 meters of elevation to the summit. That is ridiculous numbers. We're out of the plane and we're kind of in this canyon thing. Back there is where it was nice and flat and open. Thought we were gonna get protection from the wind. We did for a minute and then it just got funneled down this canyon. And it's a block headwind for the rest of the road climb by the looks of things.
Yeah, like 8% grade.
Which does bode well for the descent, which we're very much looking forward to, but right now it's a slog. Serious slog, but it's beautiful. Clouds are out, blue skies. Just try to pretend it's not windy or something.
Yeah.
Headwind sucks. We just took a first pee break of the day. Absolute slog into this headwind. Taylor, how you feeling in these conditions?
Feel the altitude a little bit. Feel okay still.
Yeah.
Legs feel okay.
It's all like 8%. Headwind's pretty strong, a real block headwind. We've only done like, what, 8 miles?
8 miles, yeah.
12K. It's taken 50 minutes. So yeah, it's really slow conditions.
Yeah. A little over 2,000 feet an hour, so.
We're knocking it out, but it's definitely sapping the legs and you can feel the elevation. So anyway, better keep going, but yeah, we were not expecting a headwind like this.
Yeah.
Wind gets a bit stronger every corner we take. We hit a bit of a plateau here. Still going up, but definitely flatter and a new surface. It's really silky smooth.
Yeah.
The wind
So nice.
has not died down. Still slogging, but we're getting close to the turnoff of the main road onto the White Mountain Road. So we'll see what that's about. So we just made that turn off. We're on White Mountain Road officially. Different surface again. Pretty nice, of course, but we're also been going flat for like a kilometer now, so nice that we're getting a little break from the climb.
Much nicer gradient. Proceed at your own risk.
The wind's died down. It's been pretty nice to get a few dips. And we're up at 2,300 meters. This is about as high as we did on our one training ride for this adventure back near LA. So after this, we're on a new elevation that we're not used to. I'm kind of out of breath the whole time, but so far it's been good, but we're about to hit a really steep section. Time for some mini macaroons. That's really what's been keeping me going until this point. Some amazing views. We're actually on the hardest section of the road climb, looking at the hammerhead. It's all yellow on the gradient map, so it's starting to get a little tiring.
Only feel the altitude here. And you're on those 11% kickers.
Pulled in for a look at this range on the other side. Crazy. The highest mountain in California is back there on that range, and we're going up to the third highest on the other side of the valley. So pretty crazy to see the whole range from up here. So we just cleared 3,000 meters elevation. Air is feeling real thin for me. Taylor's chatting away like it's nothing, but I'm cooking here.
Nice.
He's in the best shape of his life, by the way. I'm not, but I'm doing all right. Well, we made it to the visitor center, which was our first kind of checkpoint. Gravel road starts right there, so it's time to switch over. You just gotta really measure your efforts now, because we're at 3,000 meters, and I'm starting to feel it. But it's been such a cool day so far. This is the ancient bristlecone forest, the first section of it. These trees are like 4,000 to 5,000 years old. Puts things in perspective. We're just here for a fraction of a second, but we're making it count. New socks, new shoes, new gloves, new bike, new men. Let's go. Can't quite figure it out, but it seems to have got a little bit harder somehow climbing. Pretty lumpy. Really incredible views out here. Oh my God. First, a bit of snow on the road that we can't ride through. Sign of things to come.
Oh yeah.
section of the dirt. We didn't know it went to tarmac, thank God. It's all double digits though. This is getting crazy, that's all over 15% for sure. But the tarmac is a godsend. I can't really put out much power anymore. It's just the elevation. Stuck at 220 watts. Taylor's fine, of course. Gonna have to get the bungee rope off Taylor's C-post.
Had a mid-climb rally going. That was great. I was getting beat up on those 40 mil tires on that. Yeah, this is nice. I think I got like a 44 cassette on here too.
Pretty easy up here, to be honest.
Liking that ride.
Oh, this is getting crazy. It's been double digits for the last 15 minutes. We hit 19% back there. My cadence, even with the gravel gearing, is like 55, 60 max. So we're at 11,000 feet. This is when it gets real. And we're going back on the dirt now. We were going to go check out the Patriarch Grove, but running kind of late. But very surprised how good the conditions are up here. It's kind of got better and better the more we've climbed. We're lucky, so we're gonna keep pushing, see how close we get to the summit. We're 10 miles anyway. We gotta keep trekking. Road for our support vehicle. We're at 3,500 meters. Don't get to ride this high elevation very often. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get to the edge of my limits here.
11,500.
I think we've just finished the steepest part until like the last bit to the summit. It just went on forever. I don't know how long we were climbing, like over 10%.
That was probably the hardest section after the road.
But yeah, let's
mountain bike.
get on the mountain bike and see how far we can get up here. This is getting rough. Super plush. It's nice. Yeah, that was a long changeover. New kit, new bikes. Adding a lot of layers on because the wind's picking up. It's a little nippy. Alex, Dead Set Legend, he's got the Scott Solis, the same bike that he took over the Pyrenees with us. We're gonna start hiking up and yeah, hopefully we get some road to ride and not just all this snow. Wish us luck. Here we go.
Learn how to shift an SCR.
On the fly. Ride it, Taylor. Ride that.
Slog.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the road is now. It's just snow. So We've been doing more walking than riding for sure. You can see there's a big descent we rolled in on too, so gotta watch the time. Could get trapped out here if we take too long to get up. And there's a lot of climbing actually. It's very up and down in this section, so yeah, this is so foreign to me. I'm enjoying my hike. We gotta keep checking though because we're going super slow.
10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, we've hardly gained any elevation. We've just been kind of rolling like this for ages. Summit's right there, but I'm not sure we're gonna have enough time. I don't want the sun to get too low and we freeze out here trying to get back. There's a lot of climbing on the way back. But we're gonna keep going for a bit. But yeah, I mean, the road ahead looks pretty snowy, so it's just more walking. Our average speed's like 4 miles an hour.
Yeah, we've done about 3.5 miles in the last hour. So it's about hiking pace.
That's been our day today. And we're not even there yet.
There's 1,500 feet to the top of climbing.
We are definitely not going to make it. What we thought was the summit that looked kind of close was the false summit. You can finally see it right up there. Oh, there actually, but we're definitely not going to make it. It's 4:15. We said we'll cut off at 4:30, and from here it's just snow hiking. So we just wanted to see what was over the crest. We did that. This. Well, proud of you, mate. We did as good as we could. And yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but at the same time, we made it a lot further than we thought we were going to make it, so don't be too disappointed. This is the summit for today. These Scott Sparks did really well. Pretty treacherous conditions. Alright, over and out. Alright, that's a bit of an abrupt end to this film. We pushed as far as we could in the time we had. We could have called it early and flipped it and filmed some descents, but once we got climbing, we just kind of got in the zone.
Adventure spirit.
Yeah, pretty proud of how far we all went today in the conditions we had. Yeah, we weren't really thinking we were going to get too much past the visitors in it. We went hours and hours past there. Yeah, then we got back to the truck, and Travis is a little smarter than us, and he was worried. He's like, hey, there's all this snow melts across the road. They're gonna start to freeze and then we're gonna get stuck in here. So we just threw everything in the truck as fast as we could and got past that. So we made it out. We're not spending the night on the mountain, 4 guys in a truck, which is a good thing. Yeah, we just threw everything in and bailed. So that's basically the end of the film. We were all talking all about doing the descent on the way down, but today was the one for the climbers. So all of you fools who give me crap for not climbing, Give me some kudos.
All climbing, no descending.
Hey, I gotta give a big shout out to Scott Bikes. We absolutely hammered those things today. We thrashed the gravel bikes, destroyed the mountain bikes. No, not even a gear slip. Everything was great. You enjoyed the Spark today?
Yeah, it was great. First time on the Spark, pushing it through snow, free ride off road.
Yeah,
It was great.
I was really surprised we didn't flat out there, which would have just destroyed our spirits. But there's a little angel watching over us today. And yeah, Hammerhead. The new unit's awesome. The battery lasted way longer than we would have needed.
Still
even
like
if we got
55%
back.
after all that.
Yeah. So and the maps are always been great. So we kind of did need the maps because half the time we couldn't see where the road was anymore with the snow. So that was handy. Yeah. I mean, thanks for joining me, Taylor.
Yeah,
you
it was an epic
barely
adventure.
broke a sweat. Alex, you really pushed deep on the Solace. You're putting that thing through its paces. And Travis, man, got us out of here in one piece because we're not as smart as him. We would have been frozen in here all night. And one last thing, not actually a sponsor of this trip, but Quicker Racks. I cannot believe our bikes are still on the back of that truck. Hours and hours of just hammering off-road. I was stressed out, but yeah, we made it. So shout out to them.
Pretty crazy, 7 bikes in one truck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time unpacking that truck. It's a nightmare. All right, guys, time to go. Thanks for watching. We are mentally and physically cooked. Adios.
All right.